What do Gran Turismo, Need for Speed and Test Drive have in common? Despite being vastly different games, they are some of the most prevalent racing game franchises out there and need no introduction. This is in large part due to their long heritage, with their history dating back to days way before smartphones and crippling inflation, I guess. Gran Turismo in particular made its debut in 1997 for the first ever PlayStation back then. It was celebrated for being a breakthrough in the racing game genre and arguably shaped it into what we are familiar with today. As a cringy zoomer born in 1999, 2 years after the first Gran Turismo released, I unfortunately never had the chance to play it myself. I myself grew up playing the third and fourth entries of the series, and despite a little experience with the second game, Gran Turismo's true origins passed me by. But that will all change today, as I decided to sit down and play the very first Gran Turismo. How does it hold up almost 25 years later? Without any prior knowledge or nostalgia, I decided to give the game a fair and honest shot. I've never played this one before. I did play like a tiny bit of Gran Turismo 2 a little while ago. Yeah, there we go. That's certainly old. But honestly, when did this one even come out? The first Gran Turismo. 1997? Really? I thought 1999. I guess that must have been Gran Turismo 2. 1997, fuck me, that's 2 years before I was born. But it feels pretty good, I will say. Like handling wise and everything. I mean, obviously there are a lot of improvements here thanks to the emulator. Like if you were to play this on an original PlayStation 1, trust me, this will look way worse. But all in all, not bad, especially if you consider like 1997. How long ago was that? 24 years? 25 years? That's a really long time. And considering that, this looks pretty damn okay. So one thing I immediately noticed is this is a lot more arcadey. A lot more. Like the entire handling and everything is like nothing at all like Gran Turismo 4 or the later ones. Ah! But this also has a Gran Turismo mode, so I guess we should just hop onto that. Simulation mode, right, that's what it's called here. Yeah, there you go, 1997, 1908. Oh wow, that looks rough. Yeah, that looks a little bit rough. You don't actually have like a dedicated car dealer, but the car dealer is actually spread all over. And as far as I can see, except for Aston Martin, Dodge and TVR, they're all Japanese. But you guys know exactly where I have to go first. Even the first goddamn Gran Turismo game had license tests. Of course it does. Starting and stopping one. Man, was this even readable back then on the CRT? Wait, look at the... Hey, that's cheap. Look at the license plate. It is the dim mid. They just mirrored the license plate. And I think I wouldn't notice? Disgusting. Okay. When do I have to brake? How good was that? I passed. Oh, I guess there aren't any medals yet. Oh, never mind. There they are. Dude, look at the reflections. Enter your name. CBT. Thank you. I gotta say, I love the look of the car models. You don't see this kind of stuff anymore, you know? And you could tell they really tried their best with the hardware that they had available. And it made for a very, very unique look. And I'd honestly love to see a modern racing game, like an indie racing game, recreate this kind of look. It's kind of nice. Okay, that was really bad. I did pass though. Well, that's not even a server. I was so far away. All right, hey, the Del Sol. I can't believe these cars are that old. Like looking at this car, I would say maybe like 1999 at the earliest. But if I'm also trying to think back in 1997, what was your selection even in terms of racing games? Like, what else could you buy back then? It's like there just weren't a lot of franchises even available. Like, sure, you had Need for Speed in its absolute infancy. I think in 1997, yeah, I think Hot Pursuit, like Need for Speed 3 Hot Pursuit, must have just released. And well, that's kind of nice. It's a fairly simple game, you know, it's like you have your tournament mode and you just do all the races in like a super linear fashion and then you're done. You know, don't really have anything that has like any substantial depth. Yeah, Ridge Racer was available, that's fair. Test Drive. But yeah, back in 1997, there was just nothing really available, you know? Like your choice in racing games was kind of limited. I feel like racing games really started to break out with like a lot of new franchises in like the 2000s, right? And I think back in 1997, genuinely this was like way ahead of its time. Just based on how the game feels, the cars, and also that you have like a career mode. And this feels way ahead of its time. Alright, final session. Man, these are quick. These license tests are really short here. Very refreshing. That's a whole lap. I guess that's fitting for A final test. Oh, you can fail those already. God damn it. I mean, of course you can. I guess I should not be too surprised. This seems like a really good game to play on your phone nowadays. Like when I was playing the Asphalt games, a lot of people asked me, hey, what's some good racing games that you can play on your phone? And I always said, ignore the mobile racing games. Get a PSP or a PlayStation 1 emulator and play that. You know, play racing games from those systems. I think Gran Turismo 1 and 2 are absolutely amazing games to play on your phone. So much better than any mobile game. 100%. Like, sure, they may not look as good as like an Asphalt, let's say. But you're gonna have so much more fun with these. This is an actual proper game. Alright, that felt like a pretty decent lap. Let's see what the game says. B-class license. There you go. But I actually managed to silver most of it. I don't think I'll get a prize car for this though. But there's only 2 more. A-class and international A. Which I'm not gonna do right now. I think I'm gonna buy a car with my current 10,000 bucks. So no, it doesn't look like there's a used car dealer. You can only go to like these specific... Ah, never mind. Never mind. You can already buy used cars here. But you have to go to the dealership. Look at this. We can already buy like an FC RX-7. That's not bad. Some more Supras of varying qualities, I assume. What are the special models? Ooh, damn. Wait, change color? Oh, what? You can change color? Wait, is that like a blue version? I've never seen that. This thing has a blue version. That looks really nice. Let's check Honda. Honda seems like a good starter car, depending on what we got. We got a Del Sol here. Old Civic, 3-door Psy. Ah, look at that. Non-Japanese cars don't even have a used dealer. Okay, Subaru is actually too expensive. As Martin's probably not even worth checking. I kind of want to go with a Civic. Look at the amount of detail you had back then already. Like, that is crazy. In 1997, I can check the displacement for a 1993 3-door Civic. Isn't that crazy? Or do you even have like a description? The 1.5 liter, 102 horsepower Civic DX LX engine and the 1.6 liter. Jesus Christ. Let's buy it. Probably a shitbox. Oh, there's a car wash. Only 50 bucks. Let's wash it. Wait, where can I wash it? I guess it's already washed. So we have some extra money that I could use for upgrades. Racing modification? Oh, let's go! Oh my god, it's 85,000. Okay, can't quite afford that one. That is cool. Let's just get weight reduction. Okay, I can't afford weight reduction. God damn it. Turbo maybe? No. Wow, it's also expensive. I think I actually can't afford anything. Maybe muffler? No, I think I'm broke. I mean, I could probably afford something, but not something that's worth it. I'd say let's just go race. So, GT League, Time Trial, Spot Race, Memory Card Battle?
Take that. Got you now. It is but a flesh wound.
I mean, I guess here we can already see all the courses. Oh, those are all in reverse. Okay, so how many are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. That's not bad. It's not bad for a first game. GT League. Hey, there we go. Sunday Cup. My beloved. And then special event. Aha. Okay. So I think the upper ones here are basically your main tournaments. Like, that's where you kind of want to go to get medals and money. And start with the Sunday Cup, a gateway to the world of Gran Turismo. A great place to improve your skills. Start qualify. Ah. So you can qualify if you want to. But I think if I press exit, surely I'll just skip the qualifying session, right? And skip qualify. Yeah. Sure. I don't need to qualify. I don't even tell you the races of each tournament. You're just gonna be thrown right in. Look how tiny the minimap is. Man, there's no way on a CRT you can actually like see anything there, like any detail. This is scuffed up here, MGH. Yeah, the lines are completely out of whack. First victory, there we go. One of many, hopefully. Give me that money. I love how the cars on the minimap are just like a snake or like a caterpillar. It's just like they all merged together. Well, it's some cool looking replays. I think the most important part about replays is like a lot of different unique cameras. That's what makes them interesting. Okay, we now have as much money as we started with, which is pretty nice. I wonder if we get like some bonus for completing the Sunday Cup. Aha. Yes, oh wow. Quite a bit even. You are the series champion. Man, they were so proud of those 3D objects back then. Like, you can really tell. And we have a new car. They don't even tell me which car. I have to actually check the... I actually have to check in the garage myself. So it's something good then. A Demio. What the f... What is that? It's got a spoiler. Oh no. And it still only has 94 horsepower? What's that spoiler for then? That is like way slower than the stock Civic I had here. It actually raised. Can I not sell it? How do you sell cars in this? Get it out of my face. You have to go to the dealership to sell cars? Oh, okay. I'm gonna keep it for now. I'm not gonna sell it immediately. Who knows if I'll need it. FF challenge. You think the Civic is so fast enough for this, or do I have to upgrade it? Let's see. And it does not seem like we have much of a chance here. So I definitely need upgrades. Mugen. So what should we get? Weight reduction is a good first step, I think. Will I buy? I will buy. Thank you. And turbo maybe? It's very expensive, but man, increase our horsepower quite a bit. Not sure if we need it. Computer. Yeah, let me install a computer into my PC. Also, should I get tires? Oh, look at that. You can have hard tires in the front and softs in the rear. Interesting. And vice versa. So I guess with that, you could probably do drift tires. Let's go for semi-racing tires for now. Both softs, maybe? Let's do it. I'm not sure. You know what? Fuck it. I'll put the turbo in. Let's do it. Okay, so I spent mostly all of my money on this Civic now. Let's hope it was worth it. But despite my upgrades, I will say, this is not that easy. Also, I don't really feel a huge difference with those tires, though. And maybe a little bit. I don't know. But definitely not as huge of a difference as in more modern Gran Turismo games. But it's usually one of the first upgrades I go for. It's kind of more mild. But I reckon something like oil changes is not a thing here yet. You just buy a used car with little to no penalties. You also don't have a braking indicator here yet. Kind of messing with me a little bit, especially since the cars here brake very, very well. As said, part of what makes this game feel a little bit more arcadey. For instance. Oh, what? Alright. Sure. This monster truck over that guy. These curbs are huge, man. I'm not sure if I upgrade the car enough. I mean, I already put a lot of money into this thing. That'll be worth it. I drove shit. Hey! You can also say that nicer. You're mod. You're supposed to be a good example for the rest of the chat. Okay, but let's see if I can maybe bring this home somehow. Unless I can catch him up here, I don't think I can. Alright, one extra lap it is then. I gotta say it's really hard to drive well in this game because the track layouts, they feel a lot different. And you don't really have a braking indicator here. Makes it a lot more difficult. I think I have to up my game if I want to get anywhere here. I think I might have a chance now. No. God damn it. You know what? I'll take a second. That's fine. Just have to win the next race. Only 2,000 for second though. That's pretty rough. Yeah, I can already notice some differences here. I definitely remember Special Stage Route 11. This layout is quite a bit different. And that chicane there. But it looks pretty damn good, especially those night stages here. It has that really cozy, nostalgic 90s aesthetic, which, I mean, obviously the game is from the 90s. Of course it does. But yeah, I don't know. It feels really nostalgic. I like it. I really hope that, you know, we see some indie games trying to adapt this kind of art style. I think Art of Rally, I'm not sure if that counts. Not really. I just really like this art style. Ah, no! No! Okay. See if I can bring that back. I had to hit it at some point. Fine, we still have more to go. I think I can bring this back. See, there you go. No problem. No problem at all. But you can tell the rubber banding is pretty strong in this game. That's for sure. It's pretty much impossible to shake them. Although I had a fairly easy time passing them there. So it should be the championship. And there we go. I only get 10k from this though. What a scam. I guess we can do more of these challenges here. And it doesn't look like I need a rear-wheel drive car for this. Like I can probably still participate in here with my... Okay, never mind. I need a rear-wheel drive car for this. Lightweight though? Here we can still compete. So where are the experts in chat that can tell me how many cars are in this game exactly? I'm guessing only around 100. That's like my initial guess. About 180. Okay, that's actually more than I thought. That's really not bad at all. Because obviously cars back then were way smaller, even for Gran Turismo games. Gran Turismo 2 had over 400. Jesus Christ. It was like a miracle, man. And these night stages look so good. They're easily my favorite. I feel like that's just kind of where this PS1 aesthetic shines the most. Where the graphics just work the best. Another championship down. Okay, let's check out the cars that we won. See if we can do something with them. CRX? Why are the wheels red? The fuck is this? Looks horrible. Another Civic. Racer. Ooh, oh. Ooh. Why is it pink? I mean, it looks kind of nice, actually. But why is it pink? Unfortunately, not really much faster than my current Civic. Neither of them are. So that's not really helpful, but maybe I can build on top of these with some extra performance. The thing is, I'm not sure where I should try these now. Like, I need a rear-wheel drive car and a four-wheel drive car. But I need to get a new car. Something rear-wheel drive. Get an MR2 if I hate myself. What about a simple 180SX? A nice midnight purple? So here we go. I'm not sure if it's fast enough yet though. I vouch for putting some upgrades in, to be honest. We can buy a weight reduction, but I don't even know how much that does. I'm just gonna buy that, and honestly, I'm just gonna try the race to see if we're already competitive. And then based on how we perform, I'll either go back and upgrade or continue on with the FR challenge. Yeah, I say this car looked a lot better in the garage. And wow, it's pretty slow actually. The Civic was way faster. Oh, look at him go off. And I go off with him. I'm not sure. I'd feel more comfortable with some upgrades. Nah. This thing needs more power. And better tires, I think. Double softs. Yes. Actually, turbo is just 4,000 on this one. Way cheaper. Okay, that should be enough now. More power, baby. Alright, it's definitely much better acceleration, that's for sure. Yeah, look at this, man. Night and day difference. So those 11k were probably more than worth it. I gotta say, the tracks feel so different here. Like, this is Deep Forest, which I'm mostly familiar with from Gran Turismo 3 and 4. And it feels so different in here. Like, just way different. I can hardly recognize it. Now, in the later games, they are more realistic. I mean, I guess more authentic is the word I choose. But I'm not sure if it's just the graphics or also, like, the design of these tracks that make them feel different. Yeah, the forest is a lot more dense here. That's for sure. Even Grand Valley looks so different. But you also gotta remember, those were like the first iterations of each track, and I gotta say, they went really all out with these tracks, like in the first game already. Like, those are all really fun. Okay, that should be it for the FR Cup, right? Yeah, there we go. If I wanna also get a four-wheel drive car, then I'm gonna have to put some money on the table. And in order to sell a car, you have to go to the according dealership, used car, and then sell. There we go. Wait, I get 12,000 from this? Holy shit. Let's go. Okay, that's a little bit more complicated than it needs to be, but it's fine. I love a Mitsubishi, like a Lancer, but I'm not gonna hold my breath that we can find a cheap one. Actually, maybe, hold on. Look at this. That's not too shabby. Those are the only Lancer Evo that's in here. I think the actual ones are a lot more expensive, like if I want to buy a new one. The Galant. Ah, that one could work. Wait, can it be yellow? No, no yellow! Ah, that's unfortunate. It's okay. I'll get a red one. I feel confident that car is fast enough. But let's see. Back then, this car was new. This was considered modern at the time. Whereas to me, this already feels pretty old. Crazy. Yeah, back then the R33 was the latest Skyline, yeah. Having mostly old cars in a racing game like this doesn't even bother me too much. Like, at all. I don't mind that I don't have any cars, you know, from the 2000s here. I'm really not bothered by that whatsoever. And yeah, I think this Evo 2 needs some upgrades. I need some milk. What's the racing modification look like? Oh man, that's sick. Ah, yeah, that's sick. I kind of want to get that. That looks sick, dude. But way too expensive. I think I'll just get the usual upgrade sets. A weight reduction, some tires, and a turbo upgrade. The usual. That didn't even do that much. Fuck. That did almost nothing. Was there no monkey on the tree? Ah. I'm not gonna get beaten by a fucking wagon here. Come on, man. What the fuck is in that wagon, man? Get out of here. What is in that Subi wagon, man? I think it's gonna beat me. I'm gonna be mad. Okay, nice. You can... Alright, you can still do this here. That's pretty nice. The good old trial mountain maneuver. Okay, it's looking much better. Oh, why? Okay, at least now I'm ahead. I just gotta make sure it stays like that. I think we got it. It's gonna be tricky to win, I think. I'm not sure if I want to do a save state here. Oh, that's not good. That's not good at all. Shit. I don't think I can restart this either. I'm not sure when my last save state was. Okay, I'm gonna dare to load my last save state. Please don't put me back all the way. Okay, thank God. Just put me back to the start. Alright. Save states are super love. This is why I love playing stuff on emulators. Especially because, you know, all the games are hard as shit, you know. Like, it's just how it is. All the games are super hard because mainly back then, games couldn't have that much content. You know, there was way more limited space and just generally less people working on the game. So, in order to keep players playing, you know, so you don't finish the game within an hour, what they would usually do is make the games more difficult. And a nice counterbalance for that is save states, 100%. Not sure if we can even win this here. This seems really tough. I do feel like the opponents actually get faster over the course of a championship. Man, this is so hopeless, dude. What am I supposed to do here? Maybe I can wall ride. Oh yeah, that definitely works. These will not last this lap. Okay, okay, this is good, this is good, this is good. I think I can just nudge my way forwards. Yes! Yes! No! That's such a mess. Okay, okay, now all I have to do is just stay ahead. Come on, come on, come on, come on. No, you're dickhead! How did he... No. I refuse. How is he getting so much speed there after I ram him off the track? God damn it. Where's the finish line? No! Yes! Super cheated, and I have no shame for it. None. Eat it, game. Just eat it. I think that was the last race of the four-wheel drive championship too. Or is there one more? Oh, fuck me. Oh, God. Oh, okay. So I have to paint champ through one more race. And honestly, I think after that, I have to do more licenses. I think that's the last race I can do, or like the last championship I can do with my B license. I'm definitely going to wall ride this first corner. Because I remember in this direction, this is super worth it, no matter... Oh, God. Look at that. The opponents are doing it too. Did you see that? They're doing it too. Okay, not a great first lap. But I think it's something we could build up on. Especially if I take this wall ride here with full speed now. Promise they're already blocking me here. It's not good. Oh, God. Yeah, it could have certainly been better. Man, this is bumper cars right now. Nothing else. But it's working. This is such a mess. This is where you can see the rubber band. Like, everyone is here, close together. Alright, 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 alright. I think we can get somewhere with this. No. No, dude. Someone is always trying to pass, man. I think we got it. Jeez, man. Oh, something straight out of Flat Out. And a new car. This was from the four-wheel drive championship. I actually hope that the car we got is pretty good. So far the price cars haven't been that good. I mostly relied on cars that I bought myself. What is this? An Alcyon SVX. Okay. Everything else now requires an A license at the very least. So let's get another license. Oh, we're starting with a Supra. Supra Bupra. The thing is, you really don't see the times. At least not in the actual event. You can check them, but they're not directly visible while you're doing the event. So you always just kind of have to hope that you're fast enough. That was horrible. I'm surprised I didn't fail. They're also dirty enough to not give you a minimap for these. So you really just have to wing it with these corners. Unless you know exactly what's coming up. Yeah. I think it's still good enough for a bronze. That's kind of it. I wasn't! That's actually so bad. Okay, let's try it again. Once more with a little bit more bravery. One quirk about the game's handling that I already noticed. Braking and steering usually leads to a slide. Most of the time. It's really hard not to do it. So if you want to go through a corner smoothly, you want to brake and then steer. Afterwards, after you're done braking. So you basically have to treat these corners as if ABS is off. Or you will be sliding. What is this now? Look at this. What is this contraption here? Oh, what the hell? What is this? Have me going in circles here. What? God damn it. Yeah, that's definitely a fail now. Took me twice as much that last lap. Wait, how long does this go on for? Pretty sure I already failed anyways. So what do they want here? Wait, it has to be a silver? There's no entry for bronze. I have to pull a 31. Oh no. Oh. God damn it. I'm so damn slow here, man. Oh, how do I do this? I'm using the handbrake. Maybe that's a bad idea. I should just drive in a circle. Just wanna spin around here a couple times. Uh-oh. Oh man, this is making me dizzy. That was much better. That was even a gold! Okay! You actually get achievements for gold on having gold on each license test. Oh god. Don't even get me motivated, man. Don't even get me motivated to do these. Okay, so no handbrake for that one. That was the trick. I'm back in the Supra. So the last test is usually a full lap. But I don't see the damn mini-map, so I can't tell what's coming up. Oh, that's the end already? Thought we would have to do a full lap. Hey, there's my A-class license. Question is, what should we do first? I'd say probably GT League and then the Clubman Cup. Honestly, we might just be able to do that with one of our faster cars. Let's see what our opponents are. And then based on that, I can decide if I want to upgrade or not. Or maybe even buy a new car entirely. I'm not sure yet. They don't seem that fast. I see a Civic. I'm not sure what that's in front of me. I think this is... Oh god, the Impreza wagon is back. Spare me, please. I think we can do this. This seems pretty doable. At least I hope. And this is not the game just baiting me into doing this. Look at that guy, man. I will say I like that the AI makes mistakes. That is something that's really cool for a game of this age that I feel like modern games have problems with. So just making believable opponents that make mistakes. Yeah, this might be beatable for sure. Not sure what the other tricks are gonna be. Yo! Dude, this AI is actually pretty good, I'll say. I mean, it's not great that it's rubber banding that much, but it's pretty hilarious to watch sometimes how they wanna pass you, but they just way overdo it and then just shoot themselves straight into the gravel. It's really fun. Alright, not too shabby. I think we got a good chance here with this thing. Don't think I have to upgrade yet, at least. Oh yeah, we actually get good money now too. 7k for this one race, not bad. But I'm already starting to feel that the tracks are repeating themselves quite a bit. I'm not sure if I've even seen all of them yet. I think there's like 1 or 2 tracks I still have not seen. Having fun with this game. Like, I really expected like a super outdated racing game that's really more like a tech demo, but nah, like kind of like with Forza Motorsport 1, it's actually super playable and pretty fun. I think that's it for the championship. 20k. Not bad. That actually is almost enough money to do a race conversion, but I'm not sure if it's worth doing. Okay, let's see what the new car is. I feel like the new car could be something nice. Ooh, something American. Damn, Camaro Z28, 30th anniversary. This thing might actually be really good if we give it some upgrades. It also drives something that isn't Japanese. I'd say let's roll with it. I'm not sure what I could use this thing for. I mean, let's check first. US versus Japan, UK versus Japan, UK versus US. Huh. Which team should we pick in US versus Japan? No World War jokes, please, guys. I mean, let's try entering with the Camaro that we got. Yeah, something's telling me we will not have a good chance here. Something, yeah, no. Dude, I'd have to put so many upgrades into this thing if I want to be competitive here. Which on top of that, the thing drives like absolute garbage. Okay, let's just try some of these other here. What about the Mega Speed Cup? License holder with no restrictions on car type. Okay, so I guess it's just anything goes. I will say the Camaro is not that fast. I mean, the others are way faster. Kind of stumped what I should do next. Normal car world contest. Can't be that hard. Doable, I think, but only with major headaches. Maybe if I put some upgrades into this thing, it could pull some miracles, but I don't know. Not sure how much I want to invest into the Camaro, to be honest. I will say my Civic was still pretty quick. Still felt the quickest, although it probably wasn't. Probably is the Evo. I think that's the car I should stick with for now. Unless I can find something faster. You reckon I can afford an Aston Martin? No, absolutely not. That one is barely affordable. If I buy this one, I'm left with 10 credits. Also not really worth it, I think. I could try one thing. And that's selling some of these cars here. Like these price cars that I got and probably will never use. And then I'm gonna do the good old switcheroo. And go for a race conversion myself. And hope that it makes the car fast enough. Because it does look really cool. And I want to at least do it. I'm not sure if it actually makes the car any faster. That actually did absolutely nothing in terms of performance. It's completely visual. So now we look hot. But that's about it. It's just as fast as before. I'm stuck, man. What to do? Like, we basically just went from, like, somewhat slightly tuned regular cars to full-on race cars that I can't buy. Like, that switch to the A-class races is rough. And that's where they basically take the kiddie gloves off. Like, the moment you get your A-class license, the game just is like, alright, time to... You know, you just get completely fisted, man. Fuck me, dude. I mean, we can look for a faster car, I guess. They got the Vipers here. It's probably one of the fastest cars I can get on stock here. Even if it is expensive. And with this one, we could now try the normal car challenge. Let's see. Would definitely give us so much money, this one. Enough to get my money back from the car. Okay, I think I might be onto something here. I think I might be onto something here. Okay. So this is exactly what you have to do. And you really do not have any other options. Unless you want to grind for hours. So once you do all the B-class races, like all the races you need your B license for, you get your A license, buy yourself this Viper, and do the normal race. There are no other options. This is the only thing you can do reasonably. In every other race, you are fucked. Period. You need a Viper. And it just so happens that this entire event here gives you an absolute boatload of money too. So not just will you be getting your money back from the Viper, but you'll also end up with a lot of money after this. But Viper may have been a good buy, mainly because it comes with 450 horsepower on stock. And then you can start building on top of that with upgrades. But you don't want to upgrade this car yet. Definitely use this for the normal car championship. Like, we're actually completely annihilating the opponents. Like, not even the rubber band can keep up right now. It's kind of silly. Alright. Definitely onto something. That Viper may have just been a lifesaver. What the fucking what? What the hell? Okay, now you would get a lot of money, but not this amount. Holy moly. And that was one race out of 5. And then we get bonus money on top of it from winning the championship. Okay, after this we should be ballin'. Feels good, man. Money, bro! While climbing my way through the championship, my usage of save states would come back to bite me in the ass. Why did I load the save? I basically pressed the button for loading a save accidentally, and it put me several races behind. Oops. Why did I press that button? These races are already so long! Someone cut my right thumb off, please. Fine. I'll do 2 extra laps. At least it didn't put me back into the first race, right? Could have been worse. Man, I'm over 10 minutes in this race. Yeah, 5 laps. A special stage route 11 takes quite a while. That should actually be the end of the tournament. And now we actually have a lot of cash. Probably still not enough to buy me a race car. I could be fine just upgrading the Viper here. And another 100k on top of that. That's really nice. I think I want to build on top of that Viper for now. Unless we get a really cool prize car. Let's see. Honestly, just judging by the prize money, I think the prize car is going to be really good too. But I don't want to get my hopes up yet. Let's just check. It's just a Supra, okay. Ah, nice purple though. Could have been worse. But I think that would be the next step. Taking the Viper and just upgrading the hell out of it. Well, let's see what we can do here. Definitely need some better brakes. But I'm not going to upgrade the car too much, to be honest. I think I mainly want to focus on better tires. Let's check the racing modification. That looks pretty nice. Cool, but a little bit expensive considering it's really just a gimmick, I guess. Let's give it another shot. Putting better tires on this thing was important. And brakes. That's where this thing was really lacking. Okay, it's looking much better. I can kind of tell the soft tires are starting to lose a little bit of grip though. But it's still fine. It's just not as good as before. Ah, as you can tell. One thing I love to see is that all of these sound effects originate from here, you know, they just kept using them. Like the countdown and everything. Like they never changed them, which I think is really cool. It's super iconic. Man, I don't want to know how mad people would have been if they removed those in Gran Turismo 7. But GT1 has broken engine sound. Yeah, in general, the engine sounds in this game aren't super great, but I mean, yeah. I mean, what do you want to say? It's a PlayStation 1 game. I don't think there's a single PlayStation 1 game, a racing game that has good engine audio. Maybe the Need for Speed ones come a little bit close, but the thing is you had to compress audio so much to even get it all to fit onto the disc, and then there's also a lot of copy and pasting going on. Yeah, I think it's a bit harsh to criticize the sound in a 90s game, yeah, that's for sure. Or at least the accuracy of the engine sounds. But in general, the sound design is still good though, like disregarding the engine audio. Like everything to the sound effects and the music, like that's all good stuff. I think that's what really matters in the end. Oh, look at my 3D trophy. And a new car. That might be something good actually. Chaser LM. Ooh, okay, that thing is fast. That thing is better than our Viper probably. Oh, definitely, man. Way faster and lighter. Probably has better aero too. Let's definitely get into this car. I'll still check if I can customize it somehow. I'd be surprised if there's any upgrades available. Okay, can probably only change the tires. Yeah, that you can do. Oh wait, I purchased them already. Ah, they're probably already on the car. The car comes with soft racing tires. Okay, sweet. There isn't even a racing modification because it's already a race car, of course. Why am I even looking into this menu? I think we can definitely use this Chaser for some championships that were too difficult earlier. So this is our first official race car in the game. I wonder how it performs. I mean, it looks like there are other race cars in the race. So this might still be a little bit tough. Thankfully, we can cut. I mean, take creative racing lines. Oh, dude, this thing handles completely different to the Viper from earlier. That is such a different beast. Only 10k for winning? Come on, man. Oh, never mind. No. Okay. 10k for the win, 20k for the championship. Okay. That's what I wanted to have. And a new car. It's quite a shame that they don't tell you what the car is right away. You actually have to check in your garage. You know, it's like you get a gift for Christmas and your parents are like, well, if you want to see what the gift is, when you don't have it wrapped up here, it's just sitting in your drawer in your room. Go check it out. It's like they don't wrap it up in like a nice gift. It's just like they give you like a like a box that's wrapped up. You unwrap it, you open the box, and there's like a little note that says the gift is in your drawer, like in your wardrobe. And so you have to go to your room to just see it there. That's kind of what it's like here. Damn, look at that. Viper GTSR. I'm not sure how much better that is than the Chaser. Definitely has more horsepower, but I think it's also more... It's also a little bit heavier, but not... Actually, is it? That's lighter. Okay, so this one's more powerful and lighter. So we're going back to Viper, I guess. Different one, though. So with that one, we can now do UK versus US, I think. UK versus Japan, I still have to use the Chaser. Unless I get a UK car from this one. Then we can obviously use a UK car if I win it here. Okay, this thing is really fast. Holy moly. It looks really good too, by the way. I really like the livery. Yeah, this thing really claps. Oh boy. Definitely fun to use some faster cars now. Ah, dude, what the hell, man? I just clipped that. Okay, yeah, we're done. Fuck. Well, let's see if I can catch that up somehow. Although I don't think we even have to win this. Like, since this is a tournament. And that was less than stellar, but I think I can still get a third. Dude, what is wrong with me, man? Okay, please catch him. Thank you. I'll take a third place, fine. It's an RX-7? Actually that works, never mind. It's UK versus Japan, right? I can totally use that one. But isn't that one slower than the Chaser? It is slower, but it is also lighter. You know what, I'm gonna give it a shot. I don't like the rims on this thing look kinda but I'll give it a try. Actually, look at that, the acceleration is not that bad. The reduction in weight really helps this thing be fast enough. Actually, this is really fast, never mind. Probably has more grip as well, because of the lower weight. Car looks great though, otherwise. Okay, the color is nice, bumpers look nice, spoiler is nice. Other than the wheels, great looking car in my opinion. Stop bouncing, what the hell? We accidentally installed the bouncy physics mod for Gran Turismo 1. Holy crap. This car in particular though seems to be really bouncy. God damn it. What is it with this suspension, man? Like, I wasn't even doing anything. I wasn't cutting any corners there, nothing. How this isn't gonna be a problem? Ah, God. Okay, we're fine. What does my car look like in the replay when I'm... What a replay, man. It just looks so silly, man. I'm also getting good money from all this stuff. Because I essentially don't have to buy a car here. I can just use the prize cars from these national championships. Hey, there we go. Hey, and that's the last one of these national cups. I think we have a few events left that I can still do with my A license, but we're gonna have to get international A at some point. Holy crap, Sabera LM version. It's even lighter than the RX-7, but it has more horsepower. That one would slap, dude. I'm gonna use that one for sure. Special events, we've done everything on page 1. It's pretty satisfying to see. We have mega speed that we can still do, and that's actually it. That's the last championship we can do with our international aim. This thing has grip for days, man. Less than 2,000 pounds? That's huge. Look at this. I feel it's just as fast as the other ones, if not faster. Test chorus, oh my. Let's see if we have the top speed for this. Can I catch that car ahead? I think I'm kind of catching up in the corners here. I was kind of worried about this car's top speed going in. 200 mass power is nothing to scoff at, but doesn't seem to be good enough. I mean, it's a tournament that I guess I don't necessarily have to win it. Could have certainly been nice though. That's why racing on the test track is always bullshit, man. No matter the game. What was that? GTO Twin Turbo. What the fuck was in that thing? Okay, high speed ring I can do. And to be honest, the second here and there isn't really the end of the world as long as the same guy isn't always finishing first. Which is that GTO, I guess. So it would probably be a good idea to kind of grief it a little bit. Do the Forza. Oh shit! Okay, didn't really work out that well. Okay, attempt number 2. I just can't really grief other drivers as well in this game. It just doesn't really work. Mega speed! That was a short one. And that's actually all for the events that we can do with our A license. In that case, it's time to revisit the license center. It's actually all time trials, look at that. I hope there's not going to be a license time trial special stage trial 11. There's probably going to be. I hope the timing is fairly reasonable. And it doesn't really show you the times. That's kind of the beauty of having a fairly low amount of tracks. It makes you really memorize these tracks and how to drive them. Because right now, I have to drive a pretty good time here in order to get the bronze medal still. And I don't have a map. But I don't need one, considering I have driven these tracks fairly often by now, and I actually know them by heart. And I think that's kind of satisfying. Like, I know exactly what turns are coming up. When you have like a huge amount of tracks in the game, it's hard to really memorize all of them, unless you play for a really long time. Oh my god, there we go. There we go, special stage 11. Okay, but I have 2 minutes 14 seconds. Ooh boy, that's gonna be rough. Alright. Yep, good way to start with a cheeky drift. It definitely did not lose me any time. If so, I think we're on fairly decent pace. Well, not anymore. Honestly, I think we might have it. If it was 2 minutes 30, as I remember, 2 minutes 14 seconds. I think that's good enough. That really was not a good lap. Well, how do I always get these done with less than a second to spare? I swear I'm not doing that on purpose. Thankfully, the timing there was fairly lenient. It was not a good lap, but they still let me pass. Okay, 1 minute 59 seconds. I just up it to 2 minutes, man. Come on. Alright, and this is the last one too. Oh, dude, but yeah, nah, let's just do it again. Lost too much speed on the grass, and then that... No bueno. Yeah, in reverse, this really throws me off. Like, I know the layout. I can kind of anticipate what's coming next, but not really how to approach it. Like, fuck, this is the other way around now. It just really throws me off. Do we do it? Oh yeah, easy, man. So now we got all the licenses. Now the question is, what do we do next? I think the World Cup is kind of like the penultimate event for which we need something really good for. Oh, 300 Grand Valley, you're killing me. Oh, no. But I mean, with the money we have, we can buy pretty much the fastest car in the game. There's 2 endurance races on Route 11 in each direction. These here, kill me, man. Yeah, I mean, let's just check what the fastest car in the game is. Maybe we can buy like a special model somewhere that's really fast, like this one. Yeah, I can afford it, actually. I mean, come on, man, it's like the car. I'm not even sure if this is the fastest car in the game, but should certainly be competitive. To be honest, I just want to get this car. And this track is tough, and I can tell you exactly why. Because this car, for whatever reason, is bouncing all over the place here. And for some reason, the AI isn't. Yeah, see, this is what I mean. This is why I struggle so much on this track. I just steer into the corner, and the suspension of the car starts bouncing. It's been doing that this entire race. It's very frustrating. That's why I could only do second here, despite my best efforts. We were 8 years old when this game came out. I wasn't even a sperm when this game came out. So, there's that. So I think I win that contest. Okay, I think in the championship ranking we should still be winning, so it's fine. What I like to say, one thing that I recognized while playing this game essentially is what GTA 3 is for gaming as a whole. You know, GTA 3, when it came out in 2001, really revolutionized a lot of things. It revolutionized the open world, third-person gameplay, so many things, you know, and it really had a massive effect on gaming as a whole. I like to think that Gran Turismo 1 did the same, or had a similar effect on racing games, you know, on like a smaller scale. Like, this game really pioneered a career progression, if you will, you know. It pioneered how a car should feel. It pioneered how tracks should look like. You know, so many things. And I think Gran Turismo 1 really was a revolution for racing games back in the late 90s. And really shaped how, you know, racing games should be by then. You know, and I think I can point to a good example. Like this, having like a proper career mode with economy and being able to buy cars and so on and so forth. 2 years later, you know, Need for Speed High Stakes did the same. The first 3 Need for Speed games were very simplistic. You know, you had your tournament mode where it's basically just, you do a bunch of races in cars you get for free. You know, and you can just pick and choose what you want. And since this game came out, you know, and High Stakes came out 2 years later with like a whole career mode and everything, you know. And that's exactly what I'm talking about. Like this game, Gran Turismo 1 was a small revolution. The first proper revolution for the franchise. And it really makes me appreciate this game as a whole a lot more. And you could make a list of important games, like important video games, you know, that push the entire medium forwards. And on that list would easily be GTA 3 and Gran Turismo 1. There you go, GT World Cup. It's essentially the penultimate race, excluding the endurance races. Let's see what we got as a prize car here. Hey, they're the credits. Nice. Well, there you go. Really good game. Especially, it's a lot more compact. You know, since it was the first game and it didn't have as much content. You can actually finish this in like a reasonable fashion. It's not super long until you complete the GT World Cup. Super fun, man. I mean, I've already said everything that I needed to say about this game, really. Aged really well. If you want to check it out, if you have a phone, you can play this on your phone, honestly. So yeah, check it out. It's my recommendation. Oh, wait, I wanted to see what prize car I got from the championship, though. Nothing. I got no prize car from the final championship in the game. Well, that's ungrateful. And that's a wrap for Gran Turismo 1. Thank you to my, by now, numerous patrons for their generosity in supporting my channel, as well as James once again for editing this video. And of course you for watching. Checking out old games like these is always super interesting, so let me know if you'd like to see more retro games. But that's all for today. I'll hopefully see you again in the next video. Take care.